If you're posting consistently online, but no one's buying, no one's contacting you, no one is signing up for anything, the problem is probably not your content. It actually lies in your strategy. So in today's video, I'm sharing the 5 reasons your content isn't converting so you can stop wasting time doing something that's just not working for you. So the first reason your content may not be converting or resonating with your audience is that you're creating just for the sake of creating. As business owners, we know what we need to do, right? We need to do marketing, we need to reach out, and we need to show up on social media or create content in some kind of way. So a lot of us do that and we show up because we feel like we have to, like that's the right thing to do. So then you're like, hi, I'm here, I'm showing up online, I'm doing my thing. But the thing is, when you're just showing up and creating content just for the sake of creating, there's no goal, there's no strategy, there's nothing behind it, there's no intention, you're not going to see any results. This is like going to a party and then coming home disappointed that you didn't meet anybody and all you did was stand in the corner like a wallflower. You didn't talk to anyone, you didn't introduce yourself, and you were like, hi, I'm here, I made the effort, but woe is me, nothing happened. The same goes for your social media and your online presence in general. If you're putting out blog posts or you're online or you're putting out videos or whatever, but there's no intention behind it, there's no goals, you're not interacting with anybody, you're not going to see the results that you're actually wanting to get. When it comes to your content, even if you're posting consistently, if you don't have a goal, if it's not connected to your offers or your funnels or anything, you're just posting for the sake of posting and honestly kind of wasting your time. Now, I know it might seem like setting goals for your content creation is like this whole other extra step, but it doesn't have to be complicated. If you're really wanting to build momentum, the fact is that you're going to have to back up your content with some intentional purpose behind it and some goals that you want to see. You're going to want to connect it to your offers and be really, really laser focused on what it is that you want from it. The next reason that your content may not be converting or resonating with your audience is that you're just jumping on every single trend. Now, I'm not saying trends are bad. They can actually be really great. And if they fit your brand and they fit what it is that you're trying to promote, trends can be a magical thing. I know that Sydney Sweeney ad, for example, is getting a lot of flack on social media, but that campaign has gone totally viral. And in response, I just saw one this morning that Gap put out with Cat's Eye, and it is going viral. And it's kind of like their take on the ad. And even the music that they picked for it is like, oh, this ad is better than yours. It's actually really smart and a great way to enter the conversation by a similar brand that's hopping on a trend. But as a course creator, if you had jumped on this brand, I don't know, maybe I'm just not creative enough, and you can let me know in the comments below if you have a good idea. I just don't see how you'd be able to like twist this trend and make it work for you. My point is, trending topics when used strategically can be beautiful. But if you're just clinging onto trends here, trend there, you're just going to drown in a sea of trend-focused content. No one's going to understand what it is that you do and what you stand for, and you're not building any visibility or any actual brand identity for yourself. Trending content does not equal strategic content. It's good for clicks, it can be good for visibility, but it's not good from a brand building perspective. If it's not aligned with your niche and it's not aligned with your offers, it's not really going to be a great tool to help build your authority. The next reason your content isn't converting the way you want it to is simply that you're not connecting it to your offers. And this is probably the biggest thing I see, especially with course creators and coaches, is that, like I said before, you're putting out your content, but without the intention of tying it back to your offers, it's kind of going nowhere. And I also see people put out content that's just general, which it might be like generally sign up to my list and generally come back to my website. But then you go to the website and there's 10 different offers on there and you lost your client at that point because it's not laser focused. It's great to provide value and you want to provide value. That's why people are going to trust you and follow you. But if your value leads nowhere, then you can't have expectations that this is going to convert someplace down the road because you're not being intentional about it. Good content should be doing a lot more than educating and entertaining. It also should be moving people forward. Speaking of moving people forward, this next one is another major reason your content may not be converting, and that is that you're not guiding the reader on a journey. Now, I like to say this a lot when it comes to websites because I do specialize in websites and blogging in particular, but if you are not holding somebody's hand and telling them where to go and what to do next, they are going to be lost because even though you know the ins and out of your website and your blog and your social, someone is coming to you and they might be totally new to your world. They might have no idea where to go. So I want you to think about it like you're guiding them with signposts and be very specific on your social content, your blog, your video, whatever content that you're putting out there. Guide this person, hold their hand and tell them what you want to do, and where you want them to go. What's the next logical step this person should take? Is it to reach out for you? Is it to read this next? Or is it to grab this freebie? Is it send me a DM and let's chat? Is it join the wait list? Is it follow me for more? Make sure every piece of content you're putting out there answers a really simple question, which is where do you want this person to go next? What do you want them to do? Without that, you're literally just dropping breadcrumbs along the way, but you're not putting out a clear path that you want to lead this person through. And at the end of the day, if you want your content to create momentum, then yeah, you are going to need to lead this person on a journey. This next one is arguably one of the biggest ones that I'm talking about today, and that is that you're not funneling readers onto your list. Again, I don't care if you're creating content on social media or on your blog or on your YouTube channel or whatever, you should be guiding people off of these platforms that you don't own and onto the platform you do own, which is your email list. Sales don't happen in your Instagram DMs. They can, I'm not saying that they don't, but your most likely place to convert is going to be your email list, and getting that email is so valuable. But they're also not magically going to appear there unless you tell them to, unless you prompt them to and give them reminders and incentive to get on the list. If you're not giving people a compelling reason to subscribe, then you're going to lose them right there. And again, going viral is great and the visibility is great and being top of mind is great, but your sales are most likely to happen in your inbox. So what happens if you're not doing any of these things? Well, for one, you'll end up really burnt out because you're going to feel like you're creating content all the time, but that it's not going anywhere or that it's completely pointless. Your engagement could easily plateau or drop again, because if you're posting without any intention, any goals, and it's just kind of all over the place, then you're probably not going to have very engaged followers either. And despite what some experts might say, the fix is not more content. If you are a content creator and that is your full-time job, well then yes, more content is going to give you visibility because you're going to be exposed more often. But if you are a coach or a course creator or a lifestyle brand of some sort, maybe you work with people one-on-one, the shift is to think of this as strategy first and to be more intentional and strategic with your content instead of just posting willy-nilly. This content should be guiding the reader from discovering you to making the decision to work with you. It's not necessarily about blogging 3 times a week or putting out a vlog every day or even showing up on social media doing reels 5 times a day. That's absolutely exhausting and you're going to burn out, not to mention how you even have time to serve your clients if you're doing all of this. It's just not realistic. With this approach, it really is less is more, because each post that you're putting out there into the world is that much more strategic and thoughtful and intentional, and it's going to get you the results that you're looking for. When you're posting strategic content, it's very obvious who it's for, and your audience is also going to be like, wow, this is for me. I love this person. Posting strategic content is also just being aware of what stage your audience is in. Like, does your audience even know they have a problem yet? Or are they already shopping and comparing options, right? Those are very different people that are out there browsing, and you're going to want to tailor your content accordingly. Bottom line, in this series, I'm going to show you how to get off the content hamster wheel once and for all, stop feeling burnt out, and actually get results from this. You'll learn how to create blog content and social content that supports your offers, grows your list, and saves you time without having to post more and more and more or jump on all of the latest trends until you have trend fatigue. You'll learn how to plan smarter, not harder, what an actual content strategy looks like, and how to get your content working with your business, not just alongside it. And speaking of content strategy, this is not the same as creating a content plan or a content calendar. I know those can be very confusing, interchangeable terms. So if you want to know how to create a content strategy and the difference between that and just a content plan, keep watching. We're digging into it in the next video playing on your screen right now.